Hi friends, welcome to webcam. In this video, I'm going to discuss date functions in SQL. What are the different date functions are there in MySQL and how we can use these functions on date type data. Okay, so MySQL has some built-in function to work with a date type data or date time related data. So the first function is add date. Okay. What this function is going to do? So this function is going to add the interval meaning day, hours, seconds, minutes, or quarters like this. Okay. So you can add any interval, week, anything can be added. Any type of interval can be added. Interval is nothing but unit for a time. And as we know that we can have a time in year, time in week, time in quarter, time in months, time in hours, minutes, seconds, time in date. Right. So let's see how it works. So if I say add a date, this is what a function. And I would like to pass the dates. I will pass today's date here, 05/27. So today is 27th May 2023. Now, I will add a comma, another second part of this, or second argument for this function. I will say interval of 10 days. Okay, interval of 10 days. So it will give me the next date after 10 days. What will be the next date? So it will be 6th of June. So this is how it works. If let me try to put negative days, whether it is going to work or not. Yes, it is giving me the 10 days back. So this is how we can do. So instead of day, suppose if you use 2 quarters, quarter meaning 3 months is equal to 1 quarter. So 2 quarters. So what is the date? You can see that after 2 quarter means it will add 6 months. So it will be 27th 11 meaning November 2023. So this is how you can add. You can add hours also. So if I add 24 hours, hour only, not hours. Okay, 24 hours. You can see that we are getting a next date. I mean tomorrow's date. So this is how it works. This is how add date function works to get the data. Then there is a function called current date. Okay, so I will say current date is there. So this is function you can use, or there is a function called current dates. These two functions are going to give us the same result. If I say select and current date, okay, you don't need to pass anything because it will pick your system data automatically. Right? Same output we will get by using this next statement. That is what a current date or next function. If I execute, we are getting the same thing. But there is a one more function called sysdate. Okay. This function is also going to give us the same output. Meaning it will give us the current date, today's date. So if I execute, you can see that yes, we are getting a date and time. We are getting a date and time. There is a one more function which also gives us date and time. Is now the function called now itself. Okay, and it is going to return. So this function return date. This function return date. These two functions are going to return date time. Date time. Similarly, we may have few more functions like time. Okay, let's see how the functions work. Okay, so time is a function. You may need to pass the time there. So one more function is there to get current time. Date time is called current timestamp. Timestamp. The current timestamp. So these functions are there. Only time is for different purpose. I will discuss like. Okay. So these are the functions in SQL to work with data or to get the current data or time related information. Now, there is a function called date only. There is a function called date only. Again, there is one more function called time only. But what you need to do, you need to pass a date, okay, or date time object. Date or date time object to this function. Out of that, it will return. Okay. So how we can use this function? So we have many functions which give us a date time. So I will say select, I will say date one. Okay. And now here I will use now function. Now function is going to give us a current date and time function. Out of that, date will be extracted by using this function. Okay. So this is how it works. You can manually enter the date also. How to enter? So 2023, this is what the format 05YYY hyphen mm hyphen 23 is the date format space 00 or we can mention current time is 0827 hyphen sorry colon 00. So this is what if I pass, we will get a output as a date. Right. Similarly, we have a time function. What time will do? Time will give us a only time part of date time value. It returns only time. Date function returns only date. Okay, it ignore date ignore time, time ignore date. So this is how it works. Now there is a function. Suppose if you want to get a difference between two dates, we can say between two dates. So there is a function called date difference. So I will use that function date difference. Is a function. And you are supposed to pass the date. So first date I will pass to as a today's date. And next date I will pass or I will only pick the date so that okay. So this function we know we are already seen what this function is going to return. Okay. And now if I pass 1992-06-21 is my date format. Okay, it's my DOB. And if I would like to see how many days from my birth, so it's 11,297 days are there. I have completed, but this is what my age in days is. The date difference function returns number of days. It returns number of. Okay. This is how it works. Then one more function is there called date add. It is very similar to the add date function. Very similar to the add date function. You are supposed to pass interval and everything what we have seen at starting of video. First function we have seen that date underscore add. Okay, date underscore add. It's fine. So now if I pass date here, I can pass the date like this, right? Every time instead of writing date, I will say now. This function will give me the date. Again, you are supposed to write interval of 10 days or 10 minutes minute is not useful, but yes, minute is also useful, but you don't need to use date only. Then you are supposed to get date time. Okay, so you can see that we are at 8:30, but if I execute this, we will get output as a 8:40. We will get output as a 8:40. So this is how it works. This is how these functions are works. Interval unit can be any period, a definition like year, quarter, month, week, day, hours, minutes, seconds can be anything. Then there is a function called date format. Okay, to format, to change the date format. So the function called date underscore format. Okay. So this function is going to give us a formatted date. Okay. So we know that now function is going to say date underscore format. Okay. And here if I pass the now, but I would like to change the date format. So I will say dt hyphen mmm hyphen yy. Okay. So in this format, if I want dates, we will get format. But this type of I don't need to these arguments are going to work. Okay. So there are different characters or notations we are supposed to use to get the date details in SQL. So that DDMMY format is not going to work. So here you are supposed to mention percentile M hyphen percentile D hyphen percentile Y. So there is a meaning for each. I will tell you what this is going to. I will tell you few how they can be formatted. Okay. So percentile M is going to give us a full month name. Full month. Then percentile Y is going to give us full year or 4-digit year. Then percentile small d is going to give us a day from date. Okay. Then we have few more abbreviations. Okay. So if you use percentile A, it will return a day name. Okay, or we can say that weekday name. Weekday name. So let's see the output. So like this, many abbreviations are there. You can Google it and then required. You can. I think if I use capital A, it will give me a full. No, this is not going to run. But that will be something. Okay, so we got. If you want to get to month details, you are supposed to use percent. Okay, so this percentile B is going to give us a month name. Right. Like this, we have many more. Then if you want month name in numbers like 0 to 12 or 1 to 12, so we can use percentile C. If I use this percentile C, okay, you can see the output. It is giving me the month number. So it will return month number. Okay. So like this, we have a number of abbreviations. If you want to get hours related information, okay, percentile H will give you 24 hours clock 002 2023 hours time. Okay, then percentile small h is going to 0 0 12 hours. Okay. So this is how it works. This is how it works. The percentile small I is going to give us minutes. So I will say 00 hyphen 15. This is minutes. Then hours, minutes. Then if I want a second information, if I pass percentile yes, we will get an information related to seconds. So this is how it works. Like this, if you want a big date or big name, you can use percentile W. And what we have seen. Okay, so we are not seeing. Let me see the output, what it is giving me. If I pass the percentile W, I execute yes. So with the full name we can full name and give the short name. So this is how it works. Later on, I would like to add a few more. If you want year, we have seen full year. If you use percentile small y, you will get year with 2 digits. Right. So year is called short year. Okay. If you use percentile small w, it will return day of week in numbers. Day of week in numbers, starting with Sunday. So since today is Saturday, it is saying that it's 0 to 6 number is used. Okay, 0 to 6. And in that, Sunday is first day, which is at 0 neighbor, which is referred by number 0. Okay, like this, we have many more. Like new function called day. Suppose if you want to get a day information from any of the date, you can use date. And if I pass now here, now we give us a date time object. And if day is going to give us only day. So today is a 27 May. Then if you want to get today's day name, you can get day name also by using this function. So I will just select day name. Okay, and if I pass now inside this, if I execute, you can see the output we are getting. Then simply select okay, what is the next function. So it's if you want day of month, day of month, whatever we will be able to do by using this format function, we can get. We have the same other functions to get the same output. Okay, day of month, and if I pass now, obviously this should return you the day of month as a 27. Then select day of week, day of week. If I execute this, we will get the output as a 7th day. This is the last day. Okay. Studying this, the Sunday is the first day, Monday is second day, like Saturday is the 7th day. Then we have a next function called day of year, day of year, and you can pass now. So you will get day number. Okay, associated with year. Today is 147th day from 2020. period. So in year we have 365 days. Right? Then month information you can get by using month. Like this, few formulas are designed in SQL so that you can work with date type data. So we say month alone. You can see that now everything is possible. Most of the functions are already built in. We are supposed to use these functions while querying the data. Now I would like to discuss the quarter function. So quarter function is going to return us a quarter number. Okay, quarter number of one. That's how it works. Then we have a function called a subdate. Subdate. And this one, subdate, like it is very similar to add date. Add date was going to add the date. Subdate is going to subtract the date. Okay, I will say now and next value I will say interval range. Okay. So this is when you either you can use plus minus again, but in add date, but we have a function called a subtract data, which will give you the number of days back, number of hours back, time. If you want to get a week information, week number of year, you can get that also by select by using week function. Uh, so we can get the output. What is the week number in which we are now? So we are at the 21st week. Then week day, week of year, like this, we have a. So this is what we have a similar function to get the same output week of year. Okay. And if I need to yes. What? You want to get the week day, we have a function called week day, and we can pass. It will automatically get the information from this argument passed, and it will return the number. So weekday number returns 5 because if we start the yes 0 to 6 it uses, but 0 is referred to the value. That's why I'm getting this. Okay. So it depends upon what function you are using. You can analyze. Then there is a function called extract. There is a function called extract. So I will select that's an extract. So extract allows you to extract the information. Okay. So you have to say what you want to extract. So extract from what? So from I will say now. Extract day from this will give me. So in place of day, we can pass any information. Just you have to pass the week, then one. Okay. As an argument, you can change. So like we already use the interval units, similar units we can pass here, and it will give us the part of. Suppose sometimes you may like to convert the date, which is in string to date type. So you can use function called str underscore to date, str underscore to date. Okay. So now, suppose you have a date in a text format. So what you can do, you can use to date convert function. First argument, you are supposed to pass date, then say hyphen 3.5, Since this is passed under double quotation, we normally pass it inside double quotation method. But this is the date format, so this will take as a date. But if I change the structure, that 2023, I can see the 23 normally today is 27. Okay, it's fine. So whatever the format here we have, same format you are supposed to mention here. I will say percent D hyphen percent M hyphen percent capital. If the format gets mismatched, you will not get output. You will not get output. And now you can see that my date which is in string type data, str str of type is converted to date. Okay, so str to date is useful in this way. So this is what all about the MySQL date functions. I hope you like the content of the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel.